Andre Schrader of Germany, Miroslav Stolz of Switzerland are the referees for this first game on this Friday. The second week of the 2023 World Hockey Championship begins with Latvia taking on Slovenia. And Latvia right now in 4th place in Group B, needs 3 points today against Slovenia and likely 3 against Kazakhstan to set up a final day where they can qualify for the quarterfinals in the tournament. And for Slovenia, a heartbreaking loss to Czechia. They were up 2-0 with 2 to go in the second period, but gave up a goal and the roof caved in the third period. And now Slovenia finds itself hoping that Kazakhstan doesn't gain more points so they can possibly avoid relegation in the 2023 Worlds. Slovenes have had their moments in this tournament. They led Czechia, they led Canada 1-0, but their power play has not been great. Starting goaltender for Latvia is 22-year-old Artur Silovs, plays for Abbotsford in the American Hockey League. Also saw action this year with the Vancouver Canucks. He's sporting an .899 save percentage. And for Slovenia, it is Gasper Kroschel, who took the loss in a heartbreaking defeat for Slovenia against Norway. Defeated 1-0 in that game. Latvians came close to making the quarterfinals 2 years ago when the tournament was here. They were beaten on the final day by Germany. That cost them a spot in the quarterfinals. Another big crowd gathered here to cheer on the home team, which is on a roll after losing its first 2. They've won back-to-back. Knee-knocking 2-1 win over Norway on Wednesday was their latest. And yes, the building is shaking. Rudolf Balcer sends a ring wide for Kasper's Dogovic. Brought right back to Jan Urbas. Urbas broke off the puck there by Balinskis. Urbas plays that back. And a long shot there taken by Pavlin, knocked away by Silovs. Alexander Magavatsa, who like many of these players plays for Olimpia Ljubljana in the Ice Hockey League, a league based in Southeast Europe. Teams from Italy, Hungary, Slovenia, and Austria. Slovenia's got players in 8 leagues in 10 countries on their roster. Dirkals plays it in. On the Latvian side, their domestic league essentially collapsed this past season. There was a cobbled-together league with Latvian and Lithuanian teams that played a 32-game schedule this year, but most of these players have found other places in Europe and North America to play. Masic. Runs that back across the point. That long shot deflected back in front as Podlipnik snuck that through. Slovenia's had good starts in games.
They haven't been dominated early. Really, Switzerland beat them badly in the first game. A lot of that was power play generated for Switzerland.
And comes Kennich with it. Shoots, kicked out by Kroschel. Sabolskas plays it back in. Centering pass. Kennich with a hard shot. And Lochmelis trying to reach that. There's Lochmelis. Draws back into the Latvian lineup in place of Denis Smirnovs. Latvians have been very unhappy with their power play so far in the tournament and made some adjustments in their practices. We'll see what happens in the game. They were 0 for 4 in the power play, that 2-1 loss to Slovakia. Big wide pass in Drashis. The Rihards, blue cards. Plays that back at the point. Sile with a shot deflected back in front. Drashis couldn't reach it. Yanis Yachts. Taken down, penalty coming to Slovenia. Extra skater comes on, Rihards, blue cards drops that back to Yanis Yachts, shoots! And Kroschel got a piece of that, the puck was back down to the Latvian zone. So we'll get an early look at that Latvian power play.
See what work they did.
Blue cards, the older of the Blue Cards brothers, gains center ice and winds his way in. Drops it back to the Balcers. That goes off a leg and back down the ice. Jaks has got to race back.
Wouldn't have counted. It went off the Slovenian skate to begin with. They would have waved it off eventually, but intense moments regardless.
Kasper Dogovic drops that back. Rivers. Back for Janis Jaks. He shoots. It goes off a leg. The referee's right arm going numb now. Here's Jaks with it. Roberts Bukart. Feeds that down to Dogovic. Dogovic slides it back to Bukart for Balcers runner. Hard shot fired wide by Jaks. Another chance there. Roberts Bukart's turned away, and finally the penalty's called with 4:04 gone here in the first period.
That was really well done on the 6-on-5 for Latvia. Took their time, got to the offensive zone. Here's the penalty as Shimzar gets walked by Jaks at the blue line. Crafty lateral play. And Maciej Kopitar laments that penalty against. Obvious call. And it's been Latvia pushing in the offensive end to start, but a good start for them. We'll see here now on the power play what they can get going.
Toms Anderson plays it back to Belinskas. Dogovic. Back around the Balcers. Hard shot powdered wide by Toms Anderson.
So we've seen that several times, below the goal line. Lateral play, then try to hit the one-timer coming downhill from the blue line in. It was Toms Anderson's the shooter.
They've taken Mix Idrashis off his top power play.
Anderson scored a nice one-timer goal. He's got the hot stick, I suppose.
That puck deflects into the Slovene bench. The Slovenians have given up bunches of power play goals. 7 opposition power play goals on 16 attempts.
And it cost them the last game. They were up 2-0. They took a penalty late in the second against Czechia. They scored a power play goal. They took a penalty early in the third. They scored a power play goal, and that was the ball game. Czechia rolled from there, so it has been an issue. 5-on-5, not so bad as far as goals against.
If they could have got that game to the second intermission up 2-0, do you think it's a different result?
Yeah, I think they get a point. What a difference that could have meant.
Right, I mean, when you're trying to avoid relegation.
And you only need maybe 3 to get there.
Right. Right now, Kazakhstan has 2 points to Slovenia's none. Now a chance, Bukart saves a loose puck on the side of the goal. That's cleared up by Pavlipin. A chance now shorthanded. In comes Pensa. Walks in, shoots, and the save made by Silovs. As busting in shorthanded was Ziga Pensa.
Just not enough pace late in a penalty-killing shift. Jaks attacks the offensive zone. He's the one who gets all the way back to disrupt Concha on the chance against everybody committed below the top of circles. Concha grabs the puck, but here comes Jaks out of nowhere. Good challenge to cut off the angle, force Concha to take a backhand that Silov's able to handle. And that's a Aaron's doing, having a conversation up by the bench with Pavlin. That was odd. And the ref saying no more talk. We saw a costly unsportsmanlike penalty to Slovakia in yesterday's game. Referee's giving both benches a warning. He doesn't want to hear the chatter during the whistles.
That was a taunting penalty after a goal, which by the letter of the law can be a penalty, but rarely is called. Eballs works in. Rodrigo Eballs, who has Latvia's power play goal for Belinskas. Feeds that across. Balcers. Back for Belinskas. For Eballs. Feeds that down to Andersons. Back for Eballs. Andersons. Balcers alone on the other wing. Slides it back to him. Balcers. Back to Belinskas. For Balcers, winds and shoots. He pounded that wide. Balcers spent this year with Florida and Tampa in the NHL. Spent mostly with Syracuse, Tampa Bay's AHL affiliate. Eballs wheels that back across the Balcers. For Belinskas. Balcers shoots again. Hit a leg in front. Belinskas feeds that back down to Anderson. Jimjar steps back on for Slovenia. Pass across. Just missed Anderson. Belinskas Looks down at Balters. He's tied up there by Stebe. Moves that back ahead. And here is Carlos Chukste. Up for Sabalskas. Chukste sporting a nasty bruise on his knee after blocking a shot the other night.
Take your pick from which one. He has been eating a lot of blocks all tournament long.
A human backboard. Zirkals. Wise back on the slot. Still with it. Shoots. And that goes off the leg of Magabatsa.
Patience by Zirkals all the way around the horn.
Savalishvili to Rock Tichar. Bangs that back down to the Latvian zone. Who's behind the goal for a moment. Picked up by Sabalskas, who's way high off the glass. And back down the ice. Icy call against Latvia.
The power play doesn't cash, but they keep the offensive pressure going. And Zirkals wheels around the top of the circle, and you see Slovenia get caught in that switch. We've talked about their zone defense is troublesome. Gets to a good spot, but once again, Magnovace there to block a shot in desperation of what could have been a good chance against. That switch at the top for Slovenia has been causing problems all tournament long. It has not worked well. And they almost got caught there.
Off the face-off, that draws one by Oskar Batnia, who plays for Jukkonen. And the Finnish league, not Jukkonen, coached by only Jukkonen. He is a very highly regarded coach in Finland, potentially a future national team head coach.
Caught me off guard to hear that news. Early Jukkonen.
Ralph Frederiks. Up for Hans Buchhardt, that pass picked off by Droz, gets sent back down the ice, and that's icing called against Slovenia.
Well, the one concern for Latvia to start this game might be some sort of emotional letdown, and that's been answered. Part of the challenge for this tournament is knowing when you got to bring it again the next day or 2 days later, whether it's Slovenia off a tough loss or Latvia off for a big win. Like you gotta park whatever that feeling is and get right back on top of it. And I give Latvia credit. They have come out pushing the pace of this game from the start.
Latvia's got Slovenia today, Kazakhstan tomorrow. That'll be the 5th straight game for Latvia where their opponent has played the day before. In this case, it'll also be a back-to-back tomorrow for the Latvians.
Okay, take advantage of the home cooking while you can.
So pass knocked away by Klaus Gregorts. Here's Gregorts with it. Up to center ice.
And the way the schedule looks, Latvia really has to get 3 points against Slovenia and Kazakhstan, and then take their chance against Switzerland in the final day.
Here's Yaks with a chance, and diving to block that was Ziga Panse. Racing back to pick it up is Sabalskas. Oskar Sabalskas. Tied up in the corner by Bine Masic. Urba shoots, and a hand pass called against Latvia as he shot the puck. And play is called with 11:25 to go in a scoreless first period. Less of a hockey game than it is an assault on the senses.
The drum line that is about 8 deep at this point seems to be growing as the tournament's going along.
Drum sales are through the roof in Riga this week. Aballs works in. He's moved off the puck. Cernovich stepped into him. Here's Urbas with it. Chance for a 2-on-1. Urbas with Yeglich. They drop for the trailer. And a shot taken there by Village. Turned away by Seelovs. Maltzers lines out. At one time went to Ottawa as part of the Erik Karlsson trade between the Sharks and the Senators.
Because they got traded for this year's Norris Trophy winner.
I would think so.
First time in San Jose. I think he'll win that award.
I'm not allowed to say, believe it or not.
Did you have a vote for that?
Yeah, that's why I'm not supposed to say.
Oh.
We're not supposed to tip our hand on the voting because inveterate gamblers like you might take advantage of it.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Zirkals works it and shoots, but that's just why. And Schuckster with a shot, and that's gone by Kroschel. By the way, congratulations, Mystic Mike, 3 for 3 last night.
Yeah, we'll take it. Late. Early morning game for us. We have to wake up and watch the tail end of a 4
It was both a late night game and early morning game.
This is right. Zerkal, I love the speed. Latvia has not had long stretches where they attack with pace. It's been very plodding, their offense. And in this game, through the first 10 minutes, they found open ice, and they're using it.
Vatsa. Move that back to center ice. Shots are 4-2 Latvia here in the first period. Latvia has 1 quarterfinal appearance in the last 10 years. That was in 2018. Their history of this tournament is littered with bad losses at bad times.
They're hoping they set themselves up for another heartbreak then against Switzerland, which means they're playing for something on the last day.
Gross slides that back, but the puck goes back to center ice. Maver. Back across, Masic.
Well, we've seen a little bit out of Slovenia throughout this tournament where there's stretches where they are not in the game. But it's 0-0, so they're in the game.
Well, Coach Maciej Kopitar talked about the fact that for long stretches they're in the game with their opponent, but their bad moments are really bad.
Yeah, their breakdowns are costly. Goaltending's been okay. Hasn't yet stolen one for a length of a game.
Masic breaks up that center end pass. Panse going after it. Richards Bukart slides that back. Freeberg out of center ice and Drashis for Zaric. In comes Zaric, sends it back in front, they score! Zaric to Richards Bukart, and Latvia takes a 1-0 lead.
Bukart's grabbed his second. We talked about the speed through the neutral zone, and here it is. Control breakout, bump back, and here comes Zaric driving wide, and Bukart's just beats Masic to the spot. Number 96 on Slovenia is playing center field, but he loses where Bukart's is. Puck gets in behind him. That is a really good square pass deep in the offense zone. You usually don't hit guys that wide from that spot of the ice, but right on the tape, Kroschel drops and doesn't play the pass.
Richards Bukart, a 3-year veteran of the Western Hockey League, played for Portland and Brandon.
It's not a pass to expect. Like Zaric's pass in that spot of the ice is not one that happens very often. Slovenia caught completely off guard.
Yeglich back with it. Latvia lost 6-0 in its opener to Canada, 2-1 to Slovakia. And a big 4-3 win against Czechia in overtime, followed by that white-knuckle 2-1 win over Norway. So 3 consecutive one-goal games for Latvia. They'll give themselves some breathing room on these games. Eight to go here in the opening period. Latvia's 26th consecutive year in the top division at the World Championship. Also, they'll be in the top division of the World Junior Championship next year for the 3rd straight year. They beat Austria in the relegation round in Halifax this past year, at Moncton actually, in the Halifax Moncton World Junior.
For a smaller country, they are very competitive for not a lot of people.
It wasn't Halifax the relegation round was played.
We were in Halifax. We should know these things.
We should. We didn't cover the relegation round, though. We were busy elsewhere. Sabolska's back with it. And here is Baltzers with it. Had that knocked away. Chukste. Back across. That's high off the glass by Zirkals. Fribergs. Back around to Chukste. And while Latvia's been in the top division for 26 straight years, Slovenia has been relegated each of its last 6 appearances at the World Championship. This is their first time in the top division since 2017.
Of course, they're here without their all-time greatest player, Andrzej Kopitar.
Kopitar family well represented though. Dad's the head coach, his brother's a video coach. Slap pass up by Fribergs, that's knocked away. They played against each other once upon a time, did Andrzej Kopitar and his dad in Slovenia. That shot fired wide by Urbas. Dad was 39. Andrzej Kopitar was 16. And apparently the son knocked the father on his can in the game. Pavlin shoots.
Torch was officially passed at the dining room table.
Teammates loved it, fans loved it. Mrs. Kopitar, not as big a fan of seeing her husband being abused by her son.
That's tremendous. I've seen it a few times. Michael Nylander played with Willie at some point back in Sweden. Gordy played with a few of his sons, the Howe family.
Marty and Mark.
This has been a good start for Latvia. And you want to be rewarded for your good play. These goals have been hard to come by for both these teams.
Peralt moves in. Sablic taken down, a penalty coming to Latvia. That's going to be a tripping call. That'll send Slovenia to the power play. Oskar Sabolskis goes off for a trip, and so Slovenia goes to the power play. They're 2 for 14 with a man advantage. Slovenia took a 1-0 loss to Norway, went 0 for 4 in the power play in that game and did not generate a lot. That was a key loss for them. Tichar drops it back. That's up at Masic. Silov's up high, he corrals the rebound.
And for as bad as the power play has been for Latvia, the penalty kill on the flip side has been spectacular. 12 of 13.
Yeah.
They don't give up very much, so they're netting out around even on the special teams battle, on the strength of their penalty kill.
Tichar. Ogrianchek. Ken Ogrianchek. Looks back to Matthews. That puck goes rocketing the Latvia bench.
Good pressure by Abold all the way down low on Ogrianchek. Trying to drag the forward down and kick it back to the point, but good stick by Abold, who plays in every situation. Forwards don't play 22, 23 minutes internationally like they do in the NHL, and yet Abold is upwards of 20 minutes every game. He plays a massive role in every situation for Latvia.
Jaws and Urbas have their power play goals in the tournament.
Urbas got one last game against Czechia.
Yeah.
One-timer.
Diglic. In fact, both their goals were generated by Urbas point shots. One was deflected, the other went straight in. Diglic poke check there. And Draws back for it. Jan Draws plays for Pavarosk in the KHL. Draws works in. Controversial decision this year and last for players to play in the KHL, for foreign players to play in it. We've seen a lot of criticism in their home markets for it. Urbas. Back to Gregors. Across to Diglic.
On the one-timer.
Urbas shoots. And cued that wide. Not sure he got all of that.
Pass too far in front of him. Front foot made it difficult for him to get max velocity.
25 seconds to go in the Slovenian power play. Count 14 drums in that section.
I was just doing the same.
Someone shoots, rebound, loose in front. Tichar trying to reach that. That was knocked away. Back at the point. Karol stopped that wide as Sabolska steps back on. Inside, 3 to go in the opening period. Latvia 1-0 lead. Zirkals to Chukste. Karol. Middle for Semelic. Sends it across for Podlipnik. Shoots, and Silovs knocks that to the corner. Galinskas plays it back in the corner. Chukste knocked down. Sabolic plays it out. Tichar back to Magavatsa. He shoots, blocked by Kenich. Well, it's Kenich playing in his 11th World Championship. Taps that back. Much Bellis, who draws back into the Latvian lineup. Plays that in deep. Maver for Pense. Tomašević moves it back down the Latvian zone. Played around by Silovs. Magavatsa. Lays that back. Maver. Pivots back in the corner. Pavlin. Slides it across. Magavatsa fanned to that. Yaks wasn't looking. He assumed the puck was going to go by him.
You turn your head to protect it when it's about to hit you. Until he fans on into your skates, you have no idea what's going on.
Fribergs to Sabolskas. Semelic. Lines that back around. Scooped up now by Zipsic. Winds his way to the Latvian zone. Ogrianchek centered that, and Pavlin couldn't reach it. Pavlin. Back around for Draws. Final minute of the first period, rather. Dogovic. Lays that back down. 2 games here today, 3 tomorrow on both sides. At this hour, it is Hungary taking on Finland. Finns a 1-0 lead there. And a goal by Mikko Lehtinen. Later today in this building, Kazakhstan takes on Slovakia. And it's Austria-Germany tonight in Tampere, Finland. So the Slovenes will watch that game tonight and hope that Kazakhstan does not get any points in that game against Slovakia. They need to keep Kazakhstan
3 or lower.
Yeah.
Before they play each other.
Right now, Kazakhstan has 2. Final seconds now of the period. And Latvia will go to the dressing room with a 1-0 lead on the goal by Rihards Bukarts. As the home fans go to the beer stand happy for now at the 2023 World Hockey Championship. Latvia gunning for a quarterfinal spot on home ice in the 2023 World Hockey Championship. Just missed out in 2021 when it was played here in mostly empty buildings, so a far cry from the atmosphere we have now. Arthur Silov's faced just 5 shots that opening period. This year at the other end was Kasper Kroschel, who faced 7. These teams have not met since 2011 at the World Hockey Championship. That was a 5-2 win by Slovenia. 10 players in that game are playing today.
That's an amazing stat. 12 years later.
6 for Slovenia, 4 for Latvia.
Zika first, okay, let's go, boys.
Teams start this second period 5-on-5. There was one power play each in that opening period. Both these teams have had their struggles on the power play at various times. Back at the point. That shot got through. A rocket from Zika Pavlin knocked away by Silov. Yeglic. Up for Gregorts. Gregorts works that around. A penalty coming now as Gregorts is taken down. So Slovenia is getting an early power play here in the second period. They also had one early in the first 4 minutes in.
Active stick of Dile clips the skates. Gregorts and knocks him down. It looks innocent, but it's amazing when you have all your weight on your toes. If you get a little knock to your front of your skates, you fall over. And so Slovenia looking to tie things up, goes to the power play early on in the period. Power play goals so far in the tournament. 15 attempts.
Tichar wins the face-off back to Mašić. That's batted out literally by Andrus Zaric.
Big part of the Latvian penalty kill. Zaric and A-balls in the face-off circle. Big, strong guys who win their fair share and get immediate clears to start the kill.
Zaric, number 25 for Latvia, a 35-year-old, does a lot of heavy lifting for this team.
He knows who he is. Affectionately a grinder, checker.
Playing his 12th World Championship. Latvia has more games played in the World Championship than any other team in the tournament. 12 of their players have played at least 4 of them.
You just said several have played 11, 12 years ago. So they've been around. They know each other, know the system.
Sabelich walks right in, shoots, just missed high. Boy, to the C's part there. Sabelich
is not the way it's supposed to work for Latvia.
Sabelich back with it. Rossi goes to Ogrienchuk. Ogrienchuk, that backdoor pass knocked away by Freiberg. Mašić steps back up. Picked off by Freiberg, just sends it back down the ice. Sabelich plays that back. 35 seconds to go in the Slovenian power play. Yeglic up for Droz. Slides that back to Gregorts. Urbas. He's tied up. The line held by Gregorz. To Yeglich. In comes Yeglich. Feeds that back to Gregorz. Gregorz winds and shoots. Silovs might have got a piece of that the way by. It was going wide. And then a la Dominic Hasek, Silovs drops his stick and covers the puck with his blocker hand.
He did just get a piece of it after the really good chance. Latvia is supposed to do a 1-1-2, which means the forwards are supposed to angle that first puck carrier wide. He gets split, and Sabolic goes right down the middle. We've seen him beat goaltenders with a pretty good shot. He loves top glove. He sails that one a little bit wide. The D are wide, ready to attack the pass, but they're trusting the forwards to ensure that the pass will be made. Sabolic just walked right through it all alone.
Gregorz, long shot. And again, Silovs makes the save. 2 seconds to go in this Slovenia power play. And we get another penalty here. We are. Chukstay might be going here. They're checking on Pavlin.
He was looking for the rebound.
It's going to be a 2-minute penalty here, not a 4.
Team Latvia, number 2, minor penalty for high sticking.
He was trying to clear Pavlin out of the front of the net after Silovs put his hand on the rebound. Quick wrister on the faceoff as the power play was running out. Silovs reaches down and grabs it, and there it is. Breaks the face mask of Pavlin. He knows it.
So here you are again. For Slovenia, here's your chance. I mean, it's a 2-second 5-on-3, but
it's a 4-minute power play.
4 minutes of power play, exactly what it is. And that's Zile steps back on. Here's Yeglich with it. Yeglich.
We're trying to clear on Urbas one-timer.
Gregorz. Looks down to Yeglich. Shoots! Kicked up by Silovs. Urbas races to it. A-balls can't squeeze it by him. And now Silovs will pounce on that centering pass and hold.
I think Rodrigo A-balls saw the scouting report. He jumps out on Urbas quickly, so Slovenia has to come the other side. Yeglich, that's more of a pass than it is a shot, trying to find throws down in front of the net. With 3 or 4 games worth of tape, teams can now kind of pick out the tendencies of what their opposition is trying to do.
And that's the big difference in international hockey now. Back in the day, no one knew anything about anyone. Didn't know their players, didn't know their systems. Now, you know the players, they know each other.
If we have a sense about what's about to happen, you know the coaching, so the scouting staff has a really good idea.
Urbas. He's taken down there by Freibergs.
That's just a banana peel.
Picked off by A-ball, sends it down the ice.
So check the edges when you get to the bench. Tumble by Urbas. And he is getting new blades put in.
Kako has scored for the Finns, up 2-0 now in the second period on Hungary. And a sputtering start so far for the host Finns in Tampere. Masic slides that back to Sabolic. Masic shoots. That was blocked by Batnia. It was Batnia who lit the fuse in the tournament, scoring the overtime winner against Czechia. Here's Caron. Back to Tichar. Plays that back. Masic just shot. Silovs save. Rebound. That's turned away from Caron. Tichar. Back to Masic. 20 seconds to go on the power play. Sabolic. Trying to set it up. Picked off. Move back across. The first pass blocked by Masic. Masic sends it back in. Final seconds now on the power play. Tichar. Obrianchek. That's tipped up. Great stick there by Batnia.
Nice set of kills to start the period for Latvia.
And that long power play, that's nothing for Slovenia. Masic. Playing for Tomašević. He got crunched to behind the goal by Chukstay. Zaric comes winding in. Sertovic takes that away. Zaric tries hit hard to the end boards. Andrashis plays that back to Richard's blue cards. Winds and shoots, blocked by Tomašević. Gathers it back up. Back down to Zaric. Andrashis loose behind the Slovenian goal. Throws it back in front. Jaks to Andrashis. Walks it and shoots. He fired that wide. Officials reported you could not hear a thing on the ice. The Latvian fans are up and doing their thing. Bukarts back with it. Especially distracting when they whistle a lot. Bukarts centers that. Just missed the man in front, Lachvelis.
The refs have to work together. When they hear one whistle, everyone blow it down. So let 4 whistles in unison to try to let the players know.
Andersons banks that in. Cernovic goes back. Anderson's all over him.
Long shift for Cernovic.
Kenic has a takeaway by Drozd. Ron Drozd, 24-year-old, plays that back in. Overienchek plays it back around to Drozd. Walks right out and shoots at Silovs. Makes the glove save. 13:31 to go in the second period. Latvia still leading 1-0. 6:29 gone here in the second period. It is day 8 of the 2023 World Hockey Championship. Busy weekend ahead. 3 games tomorrow in this building, 2 on Sunday. The preliminary round wraps up on Tuesday with 3 games in both Riga and Tampere. It's on to the quarters on Thursday. Zirkals tries to center it. The top 4 teams in each group advance to the quarters. The bottom team in each group is relegated. Next year, Poland and Great Britain will come up. Bukarts plays that in. Gregors. Up the Latvian line, Zile back with it. Roberts Bukarts. Drops it up to A-Balls. A-Balls. Banks that back to Mamchits. Here's Roberts Bukarts. That was centering pass for A-Balls. Couldn't corral it. The pass back in front was blocked by Magavatsa. Corral trying to dig that free. He falls. And Baltzers brings it back. Baltzers winds in. Oh, look out. Huge push with Zile. And Zile's shaken up. And back comes Slovenia the other way. Tichar feeds it across. They score. Andrzej Corral takes advantage of a brutal collision at the far blue line. And Kristaps Zile is still down for Latvia.
That was, he got them right up in the head as he stays down. Slovenia takes advantage. This is a massive collision. Oh my goodness. And it's a quick 2-on-1. Tichar over to Kura. Baltzers. Watch the head of Zile here. Oh man, that is right on the chin. And I mean, I think the referees made the right decision. A quick 2-on-1 developed. You got to let that play finish off before you blow the whistle. Let Zile be helped out off the ice. And good to see him even staying on the bench because that looked, it sounded.
Well, the crowd just
severe.
The crowd just groaned when they heard it.
But lost in all that. Here comes Slovenia. 2-on-1. Good pass, good finish. No chance for Silovs. And They are good at hanging around.
They are. Karol, a two-time Slovenian Olympian. This is his first goal of this tournament, and a huge one for Slovenia to tie this game at 1.
We'll see if Zile can play. It could be a double whammy, not only the goal against, but one of the top 4 defensive for Latvia. Could be lost for the game.
Politskas for Zaric. Draws, centers it, that bounced up and hit Simsic in the face. Dragis looks ahead to Richards Bukarts, who has the Latvian goal, and draws back with it. Shots are 7-1 Slovenia here in the second period, thanks to a long power play. Gregorts swings that back. Tomašević banks it back to Gregorts. Maver has it back down for Slovenia. So the wind back in front, Richards Bukarts plays that back out. Krastenbergs.
I think this is her shift of the game.
I believe it is, yeah. The extra forward for Latvia. Played back now to Jaks. Janis Jaks walks right in, drops it back. Krastenbergs has a look, being shouted there by Gregorts. Schuchka plays it across, and that fluttering shot from Jaks is gloved by Kroschel.
I am stunned that Zile is still on the bench and up and moving around. He took the walk from Balsers, and everything breaks down from there. It's almost everyone was paying attention to whether Zile was okay, and a quick counter for Slovenia. And another game that Slovenia is not going to go away easily, make it stressful for the favorite.
Hungary has scored. Down 2-1 to Finland in the second period.
Finland is, you figure at some point they're going to get it together.
Yeah, and they have a great reputation in international tournaments, and well-deserved, but there are times when it goes really sideways for them.
Rarely.
It's kind of all or nothing for them.
Well, they have so many players that have played so many years. At some point, perhaps some of those core players of the national team have to be turned over to younger guys, but who knows, as Slovenia's goal scorer, Andrej Koralt, pops over the boards. They have become the master of the rope-a-dope. Play their own end a lot. Just wait and wait. And now, with the power plays, have a little momentum after the goal.
Tichar wins the face-off back. Karol couldn't get the pass back to Sabolic. And here is Sabalskis with it. And that lead pass just missed Batnia. Played very high off the glass by Podlipnik. They're not singing goodbye, they're singing Latvia, just so you know. And a penalty coming now to Slovenia. Memcic with a shot. And with 9:27 to go in the second period, Latvia is going to the power play. 1:27 to go in the second period. Rock T-chart goes off. A hook in the blue line. So, got a second look at this newly configured Latvian power play. Made some adjustments after a couple of disappointing games. Anderson's with the puck now, moved up to the top unit for Latvia. In he comes, Tom Anderson. Plays in Chaux-de-Fonds in the Swiss League, their second league. Is the Swiss National League, then the Swiss League. In comes Dogovic. The veteran captain shoots, scores! Just like that, 2-1 Latvia.
The captain comes through when you need him to. He gains the offensive zone as there's a bad gap here by Makovace, but you're thinking, yeah, he'll probably pull up and set up. You think a 35-foot wrister is not a great high percentage shot, but when you see the screen, he pulls it by and Crochel reacts a little late and he picks it right in the top corner. Captain Dogovic, captaining the Latvian national team. 5th straight year he's been the captain, and he regains the lead for his squad.
Scored 21 goals this year in the German DEL. That tied him for 10th in goal scoring in that league. Not bad for a 35-year-old.
You know what? You meet him, you see him, and you see the way he's built. He's a barrel-chested.
He's built like a fist.
Fire hydrant. But he's for his age and his build, he's a very good skater. You figure he's got to be strong. He's built like a bull, but that is a nice release. Top glove.
Not sure if that's the newly configured power play that worked there. Well, it worked.
Take your shots, I guess, yeah.
A critical power play goal for Latvia. Hidrashis. Trying to find Mihar's Bukart to that pass. Bukart drops it back, and a hard shot there by Chukste. Kicked away by Crochel. Hidrashis. Spins that back. Comes Janis Jak, shoots, that goes just wide. Great chance there for the Latvian defenseman.
You know what, Janis Jak has been all over the ice in this game. So confident with the puck in the offensive zone, he'll attack, he gets open ice here, he's almost in alone. He will, he pulled the crossbar on that. He got a piece, I think he got a piece of Crochel's shoulder, and a piece of the crossbar as well. Jak's that close to making it 2.
Kristaps Zile remains on the Latvian bench after that heavy collision earlier with Balcers. Zirkals shoots from a sharp angle.
Cheeky. Okay, Crochel was feeling the backdoor pass. He tried to go short side bank job.
Poke back out, Zirkals. Drops that back, Chukste shoots, bouncing puck in front. Crochel down, able to freeze the bouncing puck long enough to get a whistle.
It's good work below the hash marks for Latvia. As Zirkals is now the one on the ice. As Chukste puts a puck in there. Let's see what happens. Back banging around. He gets tied up. Nothing wrong with that. But Pavlin sealing the puck. Oh. That's a cup check. And you know what? I got to give Pavlin better than doubt. I think he's just put a stick out there to discourage.
So the officials are talking it over.
The Bukart's on the ground.
It's Robert's Bukart's.
I think he was trying to just not let him get to the net, but he put that in the spot you can't put it. Now the referees are having a meeting at the penalty box. There was no call real time. He speared him in the wrong spot. Dogovic and Urbash. Urbash played for Fishtown and then DL as well, so a couple German League competitors. Andre Schrader explaining his decision to Kasper Dogovic. Looks like it's going to be no call on the play.
No.
I do believe it was accidental, but accidents can be penalties too.
Right. You can accidentally high stick someone.
Right. And you can accidentally spear someone somewhere you don't want to spear someone.
Yeglage out to center ice. Derlich for Yeglage. Magavatsa. Urbas flips that back down to the Latvian zone. Rayberg's back for it. Quick wide pass to A-Balls. He's got Balsers with him, and Croshaw has to hang on to that with Balsers lurking dangerously.
Stretch pass on the goal for Dogovic. The bad gap lets him get way deep in the offensive zone. And you see him scanning the ice for other options. Nothing else available. And all right, nothing over left. Well, I guess I'm close enough. And Croshaw doesn't even move on that thing. His head did not track the puck well off the stick from Dogovic. He's been bothered by the screen from his own defenseman.
Sabelich. Looks at the Karol. The puck bounces high in the air. Here's Sabelich with it. Sabelich. Wheels back in. Podlipnik. Flips it back down to Karol. Centers a T-Char, cued that wide. Well, the puck bounces back to Karol, but Sabolska took that away. Here's Anderson. Kenich. Along with Luxmelis. The centering pass goes off the skate of Masic and deflects wide. Here's Sabelich with it. Oh, look how big. Hit at center ice. Yaks took down Sabelich. Sabelich goes back at him. That spills Yaks.
What a game Yaks is having. Sabelich fortunate to maybe avoid a penalty there on a retaliatory trip.
Looked like a trip, didn't it?
It did.
Here's Droz with it. Winds in, steps around Zerich. Centered him, but it cut by everyone. Picked up by Riards Bukarts. Back to center ice it goes. That gets by Sipsic. Stulov's changed his mind there behind the net for a moment. Grashic. Got his pocket picked by Droz. Yak stepped into him. Gregorts up into Droz, who's straightened up again by Yaks. Here's Karol, peeling back at the corner, inside 5 to go in the second period. Cernovic. The Slovenian changing, that's poked off his stick. Kondrašić. Up for Batnya. And taken back by Magavatsa.
Another hit by Yaks. He is stepping up.
Bobber. For Yeglage. Yeglage moves behind the Latvian goal. Walks it back, but Lippin shoots, goes off the leg of Roberts Bukarts. Passes to Verlich with a shot. Svilov's a save and a rebound. And he'll squeeze the second try. 4:14 to go in the second period. Latvia leads Slovenia 2-1. 2:14 remaining here in the second period. Latvia is 2-2 in the tournament. Slovenia is 0-4. Latvia's got its sights set on a quarterfinal berth. Slovenia would like to avoid relegation, but like to make their last game against Kazakhstan meaningful. That's likely what it'll come down to. Kazakhstan plays Latvia tomorrow night here. Puck bounces across to A-balls. Rigo A-balls. Winds in, gets some room, and shoots and flip that wide. Gregorts. Out the glass is center ice, gets by Freebirds. And icing called against Slovenia.
And for Latvia, they're up 1 now. That pressure to try to get the next goal. Try to get that insurance marker, because you saw something crazy could happen like on their goal against, and all of a sudden you're back square. When goals are hard to come by, even when you're playing well. The idea of getting a 2-goal cushion becomes that much more important. Latvia's objective.
Sabolska shoots, kicked up by Kroshel. Herbas. Lifts that down to the Latvian zone. Sabolskas goes back for it. Slaps that back around. It's knocked down by Tichar. Berlich. Slides it back to Magavatsa. We have not seen Kristaps Zila yet since that collision. Still on the Latvian bench.
Surprised he's not going to play. Why wouldn't you get him to the dressing room just to continue to evaluate him?
Tichar drops it off for Semelic.
Away from this noise, if anything.
I've got to head it, and I wasn't in a bad collision. Sinovic slides that back down. Bats it back out to center ice. Magavatsa. Flushed by Batya. Up to Savalic, trying to chip that ahead. There were 2 Slovenians heading for the goal, but the puck didn't get through.
Stick by Chuksta to knock it down, because you're right. Slovenian players potentially in alone if Chuksta doesn't pick that puck up out of the air. It'll be another hard-fought battle. Remember now, it was the same 2-1. Slovenia was leading last game, and they ran out of gas. Yes, they got on their heels, but they also got tired in the third period. They played yesterday, and we'll see what the third period, maybe this opposition playing a back-to-back can help Latvia today.
Well, the schedule makers learned a thing or two here. In the 2021 tournament, Latvia beat Canada in its opener. A huge emotional win. Next day played Kazakhstan. Latvia playing the second half of a back-to-back. Kazakhstan hadn't played, and now Buart shoots and scores! Roberts Bukarts slides that through, and with 2:21 to go in the second, it's a 3-1 Latvian lead. Playing his 10th World Championship.
That is both Bukarts brothers on the board.
Yeah.
What a moment. And Zaric, who does a lot of grunt work, wins a face-off. And another one where Kroshel he can't spot the puck. And that's an easy save. Yes, it's through a lot of bodies, but he doesn't move till it's past him. You gotta work harder to find it. And Roberts Bukarts just sweeps it gently to the middle of the net, and it goes in for that all-important third goal, 2-goal lead for Latvia.
So as you mentioned, the 2 Bukarts brothers score, and Zaric draws an assist on both their goals. He's an honorary member of the family. So just to finish the thought, Kazakhstan was rested, and they beat Latvia in that game on day 2 of the tournament, and that was a critical loss for Latvia. This time around, Latvia's got 5 straight opponents who have played the day before. There is some leeway for the host side, within reason.
Well, I mean, if you get your last 5 opponents playing back-to-backs.
Well, you can't make them play a night game into an afternoon game, or you can't make them play 3 days in a row.
Right.
Zirkov
The second half of a doubleheader.
Yes. Thomas Bukart shoots. Herschel got a piece of that and hangs on.
Will never not be a cool moment. Brothers playing together on the national team.
Yeah.
Both chipping in. Have been around this team for a long time. And both are shooters by nature. And that is a minor hockey play right there. Put the guy behind the centerman, draw it back for a shot. You just don't try it very often because it doesn't work. Usually the shot gets blocked and you're not in great shape afterwards, but
Thomas Bukart played this year for Vitkovica in the Czech Extra League. 21 goals there.
Zaric, good work in the faceoff circle, pays dividends.
Out there again for this draw. Now brought in by Yeglich. He's moved off the puck. Across the period now 12-9 in favor of Latvia. There was a wide edge for Slovenia in the early part of the period thanks to a couple of back-to-back power plays.
And Seal's on the ice. He's taking a shift right here in the corner. That huge collision with Balster. It's amazing he's back playing in this period.
Well, ball's back to pick it up. Poked at. Loose in front for Verlich. Knocks it down to Yeglich. Pavlik. For Yeglich. Works back through the middle. Slides that across to Gregorth. Gregorth with some time. Loose behind the Latvian goal. Has a look. Walks right out and shoots. That's blocked. That was Zile who got in the way. Knocks that to the line, but not out. Urba shoots, score! Tipped in front by Verlich. And Slovenia, with 12.5 seconds to go in the second period, is back within one.
Zile gets back out there, and he gets stuck in his own end the whole time. Tired Latvian defenders, and Slovenia takes advantage. Couldn't get the puck over the blue line, so trying to sort it out, and ends up with Verlich standing all by himself. All the Latvian defenders start scattering to other options. There goes Yaks over to Gregorts. Zile is thinking about the short side, and Verlich sitting there, heads up by Urbis. Another point shot from him. Generating offense. What a crafty tip. Going back against the grain. He's got 3 in the tournament.
Yeah.
For Verlich. And huge goal. 12 seconds left to get back within one.
Time winding down here in the second period. Latvia opened it up to a 2-goal lead, but Slovenia answers late. And it's a 1-goal game heading for the third period here in Riga at the 2023 World Hockey Championship.
You will receive your official card in your return. Thank you for your cooperation.
Kasper Dogovic scored for Latvia in that second period to give them a 2-1 lead. They're up 3-1, but a late goal by Miha Verlich of Slovenia has given them life heading into the third period.
Just when you think Latvia could take a breath and maybe have a nice period and grind out a win, it's white knuckle time again.
3 straight 1-goal games coming in. And the problem for Latvia in recent tournaments has been a trip up against a team below them in the rankings.
Cannot afford it in this game at all.
They need 3.
They need, not even 2 will do. They need 3. Because even with 3, the way the schedule is laid out, it's going to be a challenge to grab the 4th spot. To give themselves a chance, they have to win this one in regulation.
And for Slovenia, trying to avoid relegation, they're 2 points behind Kazakhstan, and they play Kazakhstan on Monday. So any kind of result here, a point, 2, would be a real bonus for them if the puck bounces into the Slovenian bench.
And if they can get 2, then they can only have to win in any manner. If they get 1, they'd have to win in regulation. But they'll leave the math to the coaches. Right now, the players are just thinking, okay, got that 12 seconds left. Let's build on it. Let's push and play with some aggressiveness the entire period if you're Slovenia.
Pavlin with it. Bangs that back to center ice.
Zile, regular shift, it looks like.
He was involved in a terrible collision with teammate Rudolf Balcers that led directly to a Slovenian goal. Batnia pivots back in the corner. Pops that back. Jekic plays it back out. Rudolf Balcers makes his way off the ice. I wonder if he watched his old team, the Florida Panthers, playing in the playoffs last night. That game began at 2 in the morning here, ended about 9 a.m. Then comes T-Char with a shot off Yax's stick and up and on the play.
It's an unusual night for hockey fans in this country. They can wake up and watch multiple periods during breakfast of a 4-overtime game back in Carolina.
Yax has been all over today.
He's been by far the best player for Latvia. Tremendous player. Plays for Litvinov in the Czech Extraliga. Played 4 years NCAA hockey.
Yeah.
American International College. Which is an unusual path.
Always amazes me when players can just go to university when they don't speak English as a first language. College is hard enough for people that speak English as a first language.
I'm not jumping into Riga University with any sort of ease, and to do it, yeah, absolutely. And then you factor in you're trying to make it as an athlete, which takes up a lot of your time as well. But yeah, clearly up to the task. He's been fantastic. I have him out there every other shift, virtually the rest of the game.
Latvia was 10th last year. They lost 1-goal games against Sweden and Finland. Lots of 1-goal games for them again this year. That pass banks off the glass and back down the ice.
Well, they have Zaric on the ice, so Freeberg's not going to risk a turnover. That just goes hard off the glass for another icing call. You trust your defensive zone coverage, you trust your centerman, nobody's tired. Let's see what is bad to have an ice. We have the Wave making its debut today. Feels like there's more people in the building now than there were in the second period. I don't know where they're coming from.
This is the second time in a World Championship game that both the Bukarest brothers have scored. Last year against Austria, Rehard scored the 2-1 goal, and Roberts scored the shootout winner for Latvia in that 4-3 win.
Yeah, that doesn't count though. Two run-of-the-mill goals.
Polska shoots, that counts. A long point shot drips in, and Latvia's back up by 2.
Did Bravo Kenic bump into Kroshel?
Well,
he drifted the wrong way there.
The Slovenians had a word with the official on the way by.
Because that's an easy shot, and Kroshel was nowhere near. Kenic gets the front of the net, so Balinskis can roll it in the far side.
And the Slovenian video coach.
Yep, absolutely. He backs in without any assistance. First of all, Balinskis, tremendous skater. Yeah, absolutely. Great lateral cut wrister, but Kenic goes into the left foot of Kroshel without any help from a Slovene defender.
Gaspar Kopitar, Andrzej Kopitar's younger brother, is the video coach for Slovenia.
100% have to challenge this.
Slovenia celebrating for potential goaltender interference.
All right, so here we go. Here's the challenge.
Even if you weren't sure, you probably have to challenge this. 2-goal deficit, you're not going to come all the way back. If you have a 20% chance of winning, you still take it. They got a 90% chance of winning this. They have a 97% chance of winning this challenge. This should not take long. You can see Crochel just got bumped off his balance a little bit right there when he's trying to load up his left foot.
100%.
To make the save.
I'm going to upgrade that to 100%.
110?
I don't go that high.
Okay, okay. But there it is. There's a great look at it.
Yeah.
That's what the refs are looking at as well. And this should take 5 seconds. And the fourth goal for Latvia should be taken off the board. Wasn't a huge impact, but it was enough to knock him off center, off balance, right when he was about to make the save.
Referees Andre Schrader of Germany, Miroslav Stok of Switzerland. Having the look.
And you would have loved if there was some sort of gray area of Kenneth getting shoved into the goaltender. There was not. He went in there on his own accord, backing in, just lost track of where he was, and this one will be coming back. Did not take long. It shouldn't, and this will be no goal. Gord gave it 100% guaranteed. The lock of the day. Never been wrong on the 100% lock. You almost have to, you know what's coming as you make the announcement. And so we'll send an assist to Gasper Kopitar for the call on the review.
They've not yet seen it on the scoreboard here.
Don't know if it will matter.
Just for calming purposes. All right, back to a one-goal game. Drashis. For Zile, Kristaps Zile. Richard Bukarts, that's knocked out. Havlin. Lead pass to Urbas. Yeglic. Thumped there by Zile. Moved by Cernovic and back down to the Slovenian zone icing call. The face-off to the Latvian end.
So Slovenia's had some nice moments go their way in this game. The late goal in the second, a goal call back from review, even though they've earned both those calls, they're the correct call. A crazy collision that resulted in Keralt opening the scoring. They've had a few things break their way in this game to keep them within one goal.
Here's Zile being tied up by Keralt. Picked out by Batyan. Across he goes to Yax. And as Yax moves out ahead, Drashis winds in and got his pocket picked by Keralt. They spin in the corner. Here's Drashis. Looks back, centers it. Great chance. Richard Bukarts. With a crossbar.
I think he might have TC Chen double hit it. I think he sailed it straight over top.
For those unaware, that's an obscure golf reference.
TC Chen in the Masters double hit a chip.
Yes. Hence the nickname Two Chip Chen. But that might have happened there. I'm not sure how he missed from there. Balters has that poked away. Slovenia coming off a heartbreaking loss to Czechia, 2-0 with 2 to go in the second period. Couldn't hold it. Gave up a late goal in the second. And the roof caved into the third. Lipnik shoots out the other side. Pogrianchek with a chance. He's turned away. Pogrianchek back with it. Got thumped in behind the goal by Dogovic. Baltzers for Abols. Rodrigo Abols. Drops that off to Freebergs. Bounces down to Baltzers to the side of the goal. It goes, but Lipnik picks it back up for Slovenia. That's pitch free. Pogrianchek. Out for Pansen. Simpson, long shot, and that's gloved by Seelogs.
That was a pretty good save by Seelogs on the weak side. The first shot is tipped on the way in. Pogrianchek there waiting to bank it in. Oh boy, he's got to get that skate up against the post quickly. And here's the chance earlier. No, he just He just took the 64-degree wedge out of the golf terms and needed a 56. He went right underneath it. You want to get it up, but that was a little much.
At the line, held by Pavlich, shoots. That went through the traffic, kicked away.
So the backhand one-timer. Pavlich all the way in.
Gregorts back to pick it up. Puck high in the air, picked up by Pavlich. Moves that down. Took a funny roll down to Kroschel. To be careful with that. Gregorts. Magavatsa through the middle. Here's Tichar. Fires that back down to the Latvian zone. Silovs. Gile turned it over. Karol for Sabelik. And Sabelik's going to get a shot away. Now gets the puck back for Karol. That pass picked off by Batya. Kenich chipped it in for Krastenbergs. Cernovich took him off the puck. In comes Karol. Threads that pass ahead. It bounced off the stick of Tichar. At the point, Masic brings it back across. It's picked up by Sabelich. .45 gone here in the third period. Latvia comes in with back-to-back wins, both the nail-biters, a 4-3 overtime win over Czechia. They led the game twice, giving a late tying goal before winning in overtime, and then a 2-1 win over Norway. Abels walks right in. He got hooked from behind by Orgianchek. Penalty coming to Slovenia with 13:50 to go in the third period. Latvia up 1 is going to the power play. A hooking call goes to Ken Orgianchek of Slovenia, and so Latvia goes to the power play. Kasper Dogovic scored the go-ahead goal in the second period for Latvia on the power play.
Tom Anderson hasn't been playing very much, but he's out here again.
There's Abel with a chance. The glove save made by Kroschel.
Power play. Ball's wide open again. Another one I don't know if he caught quite cleanly. Good quick play though off a face-off. And Simpson gets caught a little too high. Yeah, he goes underneath the one-timer.
Tom Anderson to Belinskas. Dogovic, Abel's miscued that. And the puck goes back down to the Latvian zone. Slovenia has surrendered 8 power play goals so far in the tournament. Abel bangs it back around. Tomaszewicz gathers it up. He's got Mavr with him. You mentioned Janis Jaks, played at American International College. Mavr was his roommate there.
International flavor.
Minutes ago in this Latvian power play. Kennich. Winds ahead with Richards Bukarts. He's got a goal in the game for Latvia. He forces that free. Played around by his brother Roberts. Here's Kennich. For Zirkal. Zirkal slides that back. Roberts Bukarts in, shoots. Save made by Kroschel. And Pansa bangs that back down the ice. 30 seconds to go in the Latvian power play. Richards Bukarts. Across for Zirkals, picked off and sent down the ice by Pavlin. Kennich throws that wide. Novariancic steps back out, so Slovenia weathers that Latvian power play. Overturned a Latvian goal on video review. They got a break when two Latvian players collided. They wound up scoring on a 2-on-1. Here they are, down one as we approach the midway point of the third. Rock Tichar, rolling puck, shoots up front is wide. Perrault back on it, throws it back in front. Tichar missed that. Zaric back with Krastenberg, banks that in. And icing waved off as Krastenberg's got there first.
Speedy Krastenberg saved it.
Zaric. Midrashis. Midrashis works that back to Zaric. Midrashis shoots, that goes way wide. Chukste steps up. Drops it back to Zaric. Zaric failed the shot. Perrault was almost off the races. Tichar. Back around for Masic. Lifted up by Sabolic. And Slovenia will change. Chukste. A-balls, both there by Perrault. Balsers. Squeeze there by Cernovic. And Perrault. Lead pass for Draws. Working in. He couldn't get it on Zeeland. Simpson drops it back. Pense shot. Rebound loose in front. Knocked across by Pense. And Draws couldn't quite reach it.
It's a good look coming late from Pense. Getting lost in the high slot. Latvia could identify him down by the net.
Midway point of the third period. Urbach moves around Roberts Bukarts and shoots. Knocked away by Silov. Zirkals for Batya. He's got Roberts Bukarts with him, walks in and shoots. So the save is made by Kroschel. 9:41 to go in the third period. Latvia leads Slovenia 3-2. If you don't like drums, and shot blocked by Tichar, that felled him. He makes his way to the bench as Perrault plays it a deep run. Tichar took that flush on the ankle.
Motivation not to lose the next faceoff. He don't have to be in there to block them.
Sabolic drops that back. Tichar, veteran Slovene, playing his 5th World Championship. Don't forget to play in that many Slovenia hasn't been in the top division since 2017. And they get relegated every other year, if not longer. They've been relegated the last 6 times they've been in the top division.
They play 5 in the top division. You got to be around the team for 15 years.
In comes Pensa. Walks it back in front. Great save by Kroshel and Simsic. Spilov's the stop there. And now Simsic plays it back. Masic. Masic shoots. It goes off a skate way up and out of play. Good stop there by Silovs. As Nick Simsic had a good look.
One of his best of the game. Nice little feed from Panche into Simsic, who has a step on Kenic. Able to chip it up, but Silovs gets across and gets his pad on it. And that's a teacher. He's facing the wrong way, right in the back of the leg. How's that feel? Not good. He is slumped. You know it's tough when you can't even get to the forward end of the bench.
Kalinskis had his pocket pick by Urbas. Urbas throws it back in front. The pass in behind Verlich. 8.5 to go, third period. Well, Slovenia's managed to shorten the game. Here's Jeglic. Shoots, that floats wide. Verlich on it. He fires, it bounces away from Urbas. 3 yards, blue cards. Stripped the puck by Jeglic. Now picked up by A-Balls. Wide he goes for Memchits. Drops it back to Madrashis. Balcers. Spins it back in front of Madrashis. Couldn't get a shot away. Madrashis taken down. Gregors has lost his stick. Madrashis back for Sabalskas. Gregors, the defenseman, still doesn't have a stick. Can't get to it in the corner. Balcers. Drashi's back with it. For Chukste. Shoots! That knocked someone's stick out of their hands. That was Balcers.
That was a defensive stick lift. Got the best of Balcers' stick there. Sent it in the air.
Gregor still no stick. Drashi's for Balcers. Shoots! Kicked away by Kroshel. Finally a forward gives his stick over to Gregorz.
They need a change, though.
And they'll start it now. They get everyone off here. Chipped back down by Dogovic. Back goes Magavatsa. Tichar back out there for Slovenia. There's an effort for Karol. Jaksa behind the goal. Tichar knocked that down. Rock Tichar. Plays it back in the corner. Jaks picks it back up. Yanis Jaks moves it back out. Kroshel to play it. High off the glass and sets up an odd man rush. Sabalic in with Tichar and Karol. Sabalic shoots. He fires up wide. Sabalic back from Masic. He shoots. That's kicked out by Silovs. Masic goes back to pick it up.
Latvia has changed all their lines. They've broken up the big guys together. Now they want one of A-Balls, Balcers, and Dogovic on each line.
Draws. Lost the head of the A-Balls. Masic trying to poke that away. A-Balls. Shoots. Kicked away by Kroshel. Brought up by Simsic. Freiberg. Centering pass knocked away by Freibergs, and diving out with Silovs to stop that. 5:30 to go in the third period. It's a 1-goal Latvian lead. Back here in Riga, in Riga, Latvia, in 2021, when the tournament was here, fans were not allowed in. There they are now. They're making up for lost time. Latvia, 1-goal lead, face-off in their zone, and once again it's Zaric to take the face-off.
He's so big, though. Look at how much space he takes up above the dot.
Lost that draw over Verlic. Gregorts, Yeglic, Urbas a point shot, and that was Kimmich who got in the way of that. Brought back by Zaric. Krastenberg's chopped that on goal. Knocked away by Kroschel. Lead pass for the captain, Urbas. Plays that down to the Latvian zone. Chukste, kind of by Verlic. Urbas back with it. Pavlov. Back across to Gregorts. Yeglic. Back to Gregorts. Welcome those of you who watched Finland and Hungary. 7-1 win for Finland here. It's another white knuckler for the host team Latvia. Up 3-2 here in the third period with inside 5 to go on Slovenia. Latvia led 3-1 in the second period. Slovenia scored a late goal to draw within one. A potential insurance goal was overturned here in the third period on video review for goalie interference. And so here we go. Latvia has played 3 straight 1-goal games. Slovenia coming off a heartbreaking loss to Czechia. They led the game 2-0 late in the second period. Couldn't make it stand up. Latvia gunning for a spot in the quarterfinals. Slovenia trying to avoid relegation and hoping their last game against Kazakhstan will set up a 1-game showdown to stay alive. Latvia needs 3 points, a regulation win in this game today, and again tomorrow against Kazakhstan. Realistically, they'll have a chance to make the quarters. Lead pass, Ponce walks in and shoots! Silov's the save! Evalds picks it up. Latvian fans have been urging their team on since the opening face-off. They opened with losses to Canada and Slovakia, then a huge overtime win against Czechia and a 2-1 win over Norway in their last, that put them in the quarterfinal chase. Picked up by Pansa. He shoots, Evalds pokes it ahead to Dogovic. Kasper Dogovic, the Latvian captain. Pivots back along the wall. Taken in there by Pavlov. Lars Gregorts up for draws. And 3 to go here in the third. Keep an eye on Kroschel in the Slovenian goal. Yeglic, full head of steam, moves in, throws up towards the goal, and Silov steers that away. Verlic. Down to Urbas for Yeglic. Tied up there by Memchits. Yeglic kicks that free to Urbas.
Strap of Silov's helmet popped off, and the referee decides to blow it down. Kennett's going up there, make sure his leg works okay after the set play off of one faceoff, gets Urbas a one-timer. They've had some success with him out there. Oh, right in the side of the boot. That stings.
So the face-off stays in the Latvian zone. For now,
2:42 here. Kroschel in the game. Urbas's line just went off. So you're thinking this shift, get the first line out there, get a timeout, let them finish the game the last 2 minutes with the goaltender out. Urbas is they've been the go-to offensive line in this tournament for Slovenia.
Back here for the face-off against Tichar, wins it cleanly back at the point. That shot from well out by Chernovic hit the arm of Silovs. He reacted late to that. Sabalic lines through center ice. 4 Latvians converge on him. Chukste plays it back to center. Masic to Magavatsa. Here's Droz with it. Drops that back for Podlipnik. And Masic. Not a lot of urgency here. Kopitar is calling his guys to the bench.
Urbas has got something wrong with his equipment. He's fixing his pants. He's not ready to go on the ice just yet.
Chukste Plays it around, held at the line, and fired back in by Gregorz. And the goalie, Kroschel, inching his way out. Now goes to the bench. On comes Urbas. 6 skaters on 5 for Slovenia. That long shot taken there by Gregorz, deflected away. Behind the goal is Urbas. Bounced off his stick. Tangles there with Zirkals. Zeric backs it back out. Gregorz goes back with Krastenbergs closing on him. Minute 20 to go here in the third period. 6 on 5 for Slovenia. Urbas banks that back in. Sabolic plays it back down to Urbas. Rings it around to Droz. Minute to go in the third. Jan Droz shoots, kicked out by Silos. Rebound, loose in front. Urbas couldn't quite get there. It was knocked off his stick by Zirkals. Zirkals has a look around Sabolic. Penalty coming to Slovenia. They'll get Sabolic for the trip. He might have saved the goal there. But with 46 seconds to go, Latvia will go to the power play. Kroschel will have to come back to the goal to face off to the Slovenian end.
Slovenia has some chances. Throw it down in front, banging away. Good clear by Zirkals now. He probably should just chip this to the other side of the ice, but Sabolic absolutely dives at the feet, takes him down. He had 2 guys in the middle to support for an empty netter. But here was the best chance on the tip and the rebound. Silovs.
Urbas couldn't quite get to it. Zirkals took that away.
Good positioning by Zirkals. Now, I'm assuming they have 2 defensemen out here for Latvia. Their top line, who are also their best defensive players, are out there. Yes, they're on the power play, but they're just thinking about grind out the clock. And let's get the 3 points.
Here's Jaks with it. Janis Jaks to Kasper Dogovic.
If you're Slovenia, you got to press here. You can't let him sit there. You got to go get him.
Dogovic feeds that down to Amos. Amos back around to Belinskas.
You have to go here. I'm not sure what you're waiting for. There you go.
Now picked up by Amos. Feeds that back. And a good save by Kroschel. Rebound. Amos turned away. Hit the crossbar with that. Hansa feeds it down the ice. Time winding down here. Silovs plays it back across. It's picked off. Simpsons with it. Simpsons drops it back. Magabatsa shoots. That goes wide. Kroschel back to the bench. Time winding down. They're trying to pick it free, and Latvia wins it. Another white knuckler for the host team. Latvia wins it 3-2. Wins its 3rd in a row and remains in quarterfinal contention. Slovenia drops its 5th straight.